Previously on DrakeParagon.
Then I'm going to put the boat on the hard and go skiing for the winter.
It's blowing 20 knots, gusting to 30, and we're in the dinghy rowing.
You just smushed the cookie.
Have you never used active captain either?
No, it's worth getting an account. I mean, it's free.
It's interesting. She's very well built. The hull's great, but that rig.
Not in a storm. Nothing.
From Argentina to Alaska and back.
This is my official membership to the ski bum club.
Yeah, exactly.
In a storm, I saw water gushing in through that above the waterline seacock. Ah, another beautiful day in Newport, and we're headed for the bus station.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that car.
Every time you see a classic car, it seems to be an older man driving it.
Really?
With a look of, this is the car I've always wanted. I couldn't afford it when I was younger, and now I have it.
Wow, that looks like Exodus. I mean, it can't be, but it looks just like her. That's a Kelly Peterson 46. Wow. Another life raft coming in. So it's a 50-person tender or a 150-person life raft.
Sounds like it's much less comfortable as a life raft.
The windows seem awfully large for a vessel that's designed to keep you alive in the worst seas.
Isn't that what people say about Paragon?
Some people.
The wrong crowd.
No, they've got a point. I mean, Paragon's got those gigantic ports.
Do you think they're safer because they're non-opening, like they're more reinforced?
I think they're safer because they're really thick. Shop. I just saw on Eric Forsyth's website that he's published his potential plan for his next big sail, which amounts to like 26,000 miles on the
26,000?
26,000 miles to do in like the next year. That's so funny.
I was just like, some people are on their CV, they're like, so-and-so has been cruising for years and has sailed up to 26,000 miles. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to do that next year.
East and West Main Roads.
Is that where we need to get on?
Westmarine.
Oh, perfect. We're going to travel the country and go to Westmarine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mama cooks in Italy, mama swims in Argentina, mama's got a chunga, yeah. My mama's works in Venezuela, mama likes Cinderella, mama's got a chunga, yeah. I say hola, 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 bossa nova. I say yeah, 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 yeah. I got a chunga, yeah.
Nothing quite like spending $500 at Westmarine on stuff that you just gotta have. Welcome to D'Angelo's. Can I sit here? This looks good.
This is like those videos of those girls that go shopping,
Really?
and then it's called something, and then they put it on YouTube.
It's called something?
Yeah, it's like if they go shopping and
Yeah.
then they like get the camera like, okay, I want to show you what I got today. I got like these new sparkly barrettes, and then I got like this really cute top. I got it for like $10 top, and I got this little compass.
So, like, today we went to Westmarine and I got this Ritchie Voyager compass. We're going to mount this on the interior of the cabin top. It will be situated in a place where it will be easy to see from the dinette table where you will be standing and filling out the logbook. And one of the entries in the logbook is going to be the compass heading. What else do we get? What's next in the goodie bag? We got some zipper lubricant for lubing up the zippers on the Stratoglass enclosure.
There's just no good way to say that.
We got some silicone sealant, and I'll show you what I'm doing with that in a minute. A joker valve. I'm going to replace the old one in the forward head because it's so crusty that it tends to actually get stuck. So we'll put a new one in there. We got some winch gear grease and also winch oil. I got these parts for a jury rig repair I'm going to do. There is this seacock that's above the waterline. It was used for an exhaust for the generator, and I took the generator out and I closed the seacock, and then later in a storm I saw water gushing in through that above the waterline seacock. Because it wasn't a marine grade seacock, it was like one that you get at the hardware store, and the little ball inside the seacock that closes it had rusted and corroded away to nothing. So this is a little jury rig repair. I'm not going to remove the seacock right now, but I am going to screw this into the seacock and then put this plug on top of it so that we don't sink. This is a cable clamp, and I am going to use it to attach the antenna wire from the single sideband tuner to the backstay. You put that on the backstay, put the little wire in there, tighten down on the nuts, and I'm going to put this silicone sealant all over the antenna wire where it connects to the backstay, just to prevent air and water from getting at the wire and corroding it, because it corrodes really easily. I got two of these. I'm going to rivet these to the underside of the spreaders so that I can run my courtesy flag line through it. And you'll see on Paragon we're going to have two of these under each spreader so that the line can come up, go through a block, go through the other block, and then connect to a big radar reflector ball. And you need two of these to do that for each ball. We got line to replace our furling line on the staysail. And we got this line for the courtesy flag. That big radar reflector ball is just enormous, and it's made of steel, and it's heavy, and it gets a lot of windage on it.
It's not that heavy.
Well, it's pretty heavy. You wouldn't want it to fall and whack you on the head.
I wouldn't want most things to fall on my head.
These things are heavy, and they're being like held way up in the air where all the wind is by a little piece of string. If this thing like breaks and goes flying through the air, this is like metal. It will like take your head off. It'll kill you. What? You think it's all a big joke. You think it's all a big game. It's your life. Whoa. Ooh. Isn't that pretty? So it's a really oversized barometer, so it'll be really easy to look at and see what the number is. And it will be mounted right next to the compass.
It's like a serious low front down this way.
Really? What does it say? That's low. Oh man, it is gonna rain. That is.
It actually is going to rain.
That is indicating what's gonna happen probably tomorrow. A stowaway hose for the saltwater washdown pump.
To make it longer.
To make it longer. The one that we have right now is not quite long enough to get all the way to the stern of the boat, so we'll add that one to it. Ocean passages and landfalls with what looks like really good information on sailing to Greenland and Iceland. So these guys are going through the Strait of Belle Isle.
Yeah.
But our plan was to go to St. John's right here and then go out.
I've actually heard that you can get really inclement weather going through Belle Isle Strait with wind and ice.
Yeah.
And sometimes ice pack.
Sure, that makes sense. I mean, the Labrador Current is coming down here and it's carrying, I think it's carrying ice and icebergs. Yeah, it is. That's where all the icebergs come from. So that's why when they showed you coming out of there to go to Greenland, you're not doing the Rumline course for Nook. Instead, you're going due east for a while before you turn to the north. We'll come out of Newfoundland and then go up to Nook and then sail down the coast and through the fjords down to Cape Farewell, go through Cape Farewell and then straight to Reykjavik, Iceland. From there to Faroe and then Scotland
Maybe.
and then Ireland. We are
That looks wonderful.
eating out big today. Whew. That was good.
Home, Coddington.
Hey, it's the Newport Hobby House, where you can get a hobby.
Oh my god.
No way!
Wait.
I used to have that. Or actually, I had the other one. The
No,
one
I
that
had the
was,
Millennium Falcon.
I had the one that was just for Darth Vader. You know, with the wings that were curved in.
Where are these stores?
I don't know, yeah. We've been walking for a few miles now. Whew. How you feel? The sun's going down. It's going to be dark soon.
Honey, we're getting the cart so we don't have to carry her.
I know.
Pick up a Stop and Shop heading down to the Siemens.
10-4.
Would you mind going down just to the very end of the little turnaround here?
Over here?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let me go grab the cart. I'll be right back.
Man, it looks like no wind. We're not gonna be able to sail the dinghy. So I think it's gonna be a long row with like
700 pounds of canned goods.
You know, this is so cool. It's like free dinghy dock access, and the cab can drop you off right here, and they've got a cart for you to use to get your groceries for your dinghy, and there's no charge.
Yeah,
It's like being in a marina for free. Do you want to check the internet here before we jump in the dinghy, or over at our favorite bench?
Okay.
Okay. So we're here at Butlins Wharf. We actually are renting an office. It's pretty cool. It comes with Wi-Fi and very nice seating. We have our own little trash can right here. It gets emptied every day by the janitor. Having some issue with the power at the moment, but I've been assured that they're working on that. It's going to be fixed sometime soon.
Oh yes. Did they turn out the lights? Did you not pay your bill? gigantic anchor. Butlins Wharf. And the office.
Yeah, there's wind.
Is there?
There's more wind than there was last night.
Is there like it's going to take us an hour and a half to get back wind, or is there actual wind?
Probably won't take as long as last time. Can't wait to get home and have me a nice cup of
ramen.
It is looking like a pretty calm night. Even those flags that I earlier saw fluttering now look like they are just, well, okay, they're fluttering. Looks like a decent wind direction for taking us back to Paragon at anchor on a port tack. Hopefully there's enough, because otherwise it's going to be a really long row, and we've got like a couple 100 pounds of canned goods. Basically, whenever I see certain canned goods go on sale, like tuna fish or Healthy Choice soups or Progresso soups, pretty much buy them out. And that's what happened today. Y'all ready? Yeah. All right. Oh, the wind here.
Maybe it's not coming from where you think it's coming. I mean, there's obviously wind because look at the water, right?
Yeah. And you can feel it on your face. Should we go tomorrow? I wonder. It'd be better if I wasn't so cold. I'm freezing.
What would you like? Do you want a hat? I can put my hood on.
No.
You want some gloves?
No. We'll be there soon.
You want a kick in the pants?
What?
You want a kick in the pants? I offer those for free.
Really?
I do. Look at that, we are trucking.
We may be trucking, but it is tacking back and forth voyage the whole way.
What happened to Mr. I Love to Sail?
I do love to sail. It's just I'm kind of cold. It's a lot more fun to sail in a little dinghy when it's like comfortably warm. But when it gets cold, it's not so fun.
Well, you're going in the wrong direction for that sort of thing, I have to tell you. How did that go?
Where's Paragon?
Basically, those two lights.
Those two lights over there?
Yeah.
Really? Is one of those TikTok?
Yeah. Like, see that anchor light over there?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's us?
Ish.
Okay, we're gonna tack. You ready?
Okay.
Far too late. Okay. Let's go.
Red lights. Big city.
Hard to leave. Brr.
Yeah. I think it's even more so just because of the fog. As soon as you add the fog into the mixture,
Yeah, we're all wet.
man, it's damp, we're wet, but it's still a beautiful sail. Oh, coming in hot. Can you grab it?
I got it. Okay. Keep sail now, please. Man, the boat is musty as hell.
Yeah. No. Quite a lot of dampness
Yeah.
and not a lot of opening her up.
Yeah. Alright. I think I'm just gonna start with making a fire right away. Are we gonna get water?
The tiniest little little guy ever. He's like, honk, honk.
Here is the official National Weather Service forecast for Buzzards Bay, Block Island Sound, Rhode Island Sound, and Vineyard Sound, issued at 7:24 p.m. Saturday, southwest winds 15 to 20 knots, seas 4 to 7 feet, scattered showers, patchy fog, visibility 1 nautical mile or less. Monday, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet. Tuesday.
What do you think of that? Tomorrow's a perfect day weather-wise to go. Perfect.
Let me look at the tide tables.
When does it go from west to east?
10:50 a.m.
10:50 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
How long will it take for us to get there?
Approximately 7 hours. What if we leave tomorrow later and go anchor somewhere over there? And then hit it the next morning, the morning of the 11th. Between 5 and 11:30. 11:30 is when it changes. There's a good anchorage area at the western end of the canal. It is located on the east side of the channel in 10 to 20 feet of water. Tranquil and easy to enter, Sippican Harbor is the route to the beautiful town of Marion. Although there is no anchorage in Marion proper, boats can anchor in the outer Sippican Harbor in settled weather.
Did you find that on the chart?
Oh, let's go. It's over in here.
Okay.
And it says the people have anchored in the outer harbor.
Really?
In settled weather. So where's the wind supposed to be coming from?
Tomorrow? Southwest. So we'd be protected behind this part right there. From winds out of the southwest.
So the Cape Cod Canal is right here.
Yep.
And Sippican Harbor is right here.
Right at the entrance to the
And
Cape
Marion
Cod Canal.
is over here, but you can't anchor. There's a mooring area up there. But they said that people... God, this is like the most we've been moving.
Yeah.
Such a calm anchorage. It's so weird when we start moving. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, well, it's definitely wake, yeah. There's a boat going by there. It's super high speed.
Really?
You see him? You see his red? See the red line on the port side?
Yeah.
He's moving.
Douche.
Wow, we're really rolling.
Yeah, that's not very nice. So, winds are supposed to be from the southwest. So if we anchor somewhere in here, we should be protected.
I think so.
Even if we anchor over here, it shouldn't be too bad, I hope. As long as winds aren't from the south.
What's the distance from here to here? How wide is that?
What is that, 1 mile?
What is it?
Nautical miles?
Let me see. Nautical miles, yeah. See, it says nautical miles right there, and that's 1.
Do you have your little
So that's
thing?
half. Yeah, here it is, right there.
Ever.
So that's like half. That's like from the end of my finger to the beginning of my knuckle. Half mile.
Okay. So that should be fine.
Fine.
As long as winds aren't from the south. I mean, that would suck.
Yeah, winds out of the south would be bad, or southeast, but they're not. We've got no easterly component in the winds for the next several days.
So if we left here tomorrow and went there, it's like 35 miles.
35 miles at 5 knots.
Which I think will go faster. And then the next day, we would have from 5 in the morning until 11:30 in the morning
11:30.
to get through
It
the
starts
Cape Cod Canal. Like, we'd have to be through by 11:30.
11:30. The current starts going from east to west.
Yeah.
It's only 10 miles long, so at 5 knots, 2 hours, but it's going to be more than that, less than that because we'll have current with us.
Yeah.
We have to enter by 9:30.
At the latest.
At the latest. And we can do that.
Well, actually, yeah, 9:30, and then we should be through in like an hour and a half?
Yep.
Hour? Because it says it gets, I think, up to 3.5
I'm all for going to
knots of current.
To that anchorage.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm waiting for the next day.
And that'll give us time to work tonight, put stuff away, get the dinghy on board tomorrow morning, go over to the fuel dock, fill up with fuel and water, and then go.
As much as I'd like to stay longer. But you're right, you should leave tomorrow.